67. Al-Mulk, the control. The central theme of this chapter is the purpose of life, an opportunity to earn God's pleasure, falling in love with Him, and doing good works. The chapter points to a common failure to understand this simple fact, for which desperate regret will be felt on Judgment Day by the negligent. If only we had listened or understood the message, we would not be among the companions of the blazing hell. Verse 10. The chapter effectively draws our attention to divine power as displayed in the splendor of nature, affirming the existence of the spiritual reality beyond the material world. A stern warning is given against failing to see beyond the material world. Which forces beside the Most Kind can possibly help you? The disbelievers are only deceived. Verse 20. The chapter opened with the purpose of human life and ends by pointing out that human life is dependent upon water. To emphasize God's control over all, it poses a question. Have you considered if your drinking water level went low, who could bring back running water for you? Verse 30. In the name of God, the kind, the caring, the Blessed One has authority, complete control, and power over all things. He created death and life to test you. Who among you is best in good works? He is the Almighty, the Forgiver. He created the seven heavens, layer upon layer. You will not see the slightest defect in the creation of the Most Kind. Look at it again. Do you see anything wrong? Then look once more. Your sight will come back weary and fatigued. We decorated the lowest sky with stars and made them projectiles hurled at the devils. We have prepared the punishment of blazing hell for them. The disbelievers of the world will have the punishment of hell, a miserable home. When they are thrown into it, they will hear roaring as hell boils, bubbling noisily, about to explode with rage. Every group thrown into it will be asked by its guards, "Didn't any warner come to you?" They will say, "Yes, a warner came to us, but we denied and told them, 'God hasn't revealed anything. You are grossly misguided.'" They will regretfully reply, "If only we had listened or understood the message, we wouldn't be among the companions of blazing hell." So they will confess their sins, away with the companions of blazing hell. The people who feared their Lord without seeing Him will be forgiven and have a great reward. Whether you hide your words or make them public, He is the knower of what is in your innermost thoughts. Does He not know who He created? He is the subtle, the aware. He made the earth accessible for you, so you could travel through its vast expanses and eat from His provision. And before Him, you will be gathered alive. Do you feel safe from the One in the heaven, that He wouldn't command the earth to swallow you up when it shakes violently? Or do you feel safe from the One in the heaven, that He wouldn't send a sandstorm to destroy you? Then you will soon know the seriousness of my warning. Those before them also denied, so how terrible my condemnation. Have they not seen the birds flying over their heads, arranged in rows, flapping their wings in harmony? It is the Most Kind who holds them there. Indeed, He sees all things. Which forces beside the Most Kind can possibly help you? The disbelievers are only deceived. Who can give you provision if He withholds His provision? Unfortunately, they persist in their arrogance and hostility. Who is more guided? The one who walks groveling, looking down and falls flat on his face? Or the one who walks upright on a straight path? Say, He created you and made hearing, sight, and intellect for you. How little you think. Say, He dispersed you throughout the earth, and you will be gathered before Him. They ask, when will this promise be fulfilled? If you are telling the truth, say, only God knows its timing, and I am a clear warner. When they see hell come close, The disbelievers' faces will be grief-stricken, and it will be said, "This is what you used to ask for." Say, "Consider this, whether God destroys me and those with me, or he treats us kindly." The question is, so who will save the disbelievers from a painful punishment? Say, "He is the most kind. We believe in him and we put trust in him, and soon you will know who is misguided." Say, "Have you considered if your underground water level went low, who could bring back running water for you?"